the only really place that I felt that I could be completely myself was in my LGBT centers around here. I would go to youth centers, and that was my place where I could like finally like breathe.
Mhm.
Um, because I spent a lot of my time like in group homes. And that was always a very for me a very dangerous situation, and there was
Mhm.
a lot of like apprehension around me. I remember being put in like the even just the fact that the a lot of the rooms were segregated. I wasn't allowed to have a roommate.
Mhm.
So people would kind of like see me right away and be like, there's something off about you, is what they would tell me. I felt like I was watching my back at all times. And then I would go to these centers and just like feel like I wasn't having to look behind my back.
Through my friends,
Mhm.
since I moved here, I've met maybe like 4 or 5 other trans girls,
Yeah.
and we're really cool.
Yeah.
So that's a support system that I have.
I am a part of Florida Youth Shine, a youth advocacy, a youth-led advocacy group here in Florida. They all of us have had lived experiences in care. So we all come together and we try and put different policies together. We represent it in the legislation and go to the Capitol building and try and just get things changed through the system for future youth that are in care and for the kids that are in care now. They were the main people that pushed me to start embracing being called Sean, being called he, him, because I didn't really come out as trans masc until I was actually 21. So not it was only 2 years ago, and it was because of them saying like, who do you want to be? What do you want to be called? So just having that support with them was a big push, and showing myself that I am accepted. It may not be by everybody, but I have my small circle of people who do love me and appreciate me for who I am.
Sometimes it didn't feel safe. I made friends, I've made peers, that, advocated with me for some issues, such as like writing a grievance for like cleaning that's being avoided, or like we saw this that we thought was not right, and maybe, we should change the training or the policy or what it looks like for y'all to be trained so that y'all can know how to um, give us some services where we feel safe. And so that was a whole experience in itself. The whole experience of restarting my transition from medically from one coast to the other, and having the help of Planned Parenthood. It works. um, I think to be able to have care from an agent, from a medical provider like that, that welcomed me as a youth member, who gave me my power to be able to continue my transition. From there was a blessing, and it was just the right need for me to be able to feel safer. I have had a supportive amount of partnership and agency partnership, and I've become a member of many organizations and coalitions and working groups that and subcommittees and advisory boards that have allowed me to put some decision making on the table and be part of the table. And I'm currently working on a project. I'm now a former fellow with the Coalition for Homeless Youth, and I partnered with them for a year as their fellow, doing legislative and policy advocacy for youth and runaway homeless youth.